Hi, I'm Amaya.
I'm Allie.
I'm Abby.
I'm Webb.
And we're the Big Bend group.
Hi, at the beginning of the semester, when we began this project, we actually had a little challenge in the beginning trying to find a survey site. The first survey site that we looked into was the Big Bend, which was like a big challenge for us. Abby and Allison can go more in details with that part because they actually experienced trying to reach out to them and all that.
So we called the Big Bend and we got some guy on the phone, both of us, who wasn't the most help. So we decided to go in together into the center, and we could tell that they needed a lot of work and a lot of help, but they were severely understaffed. And we were told that the person that normally handles all the volunteers actually just quit. And then we were informed that in order to volunteer for the site, we would have to do some sort of testing that required $60, which we weren't going to make that type of commitment, and a background check. So we decided that it wasn't going to be the place for us. So Webb helped us find the CUNY Center. Webb, you could talk about it a little more.
Yeah. In the past, when I got into different organizations on campus. That was one of our main requirements, was we had to do community service as different groups during each semester. So one of my friends kind of found out the community center, and that's what we used to do volunteers at. So I kind of recommended that to a group. If we can do the community center, we could volunteer, and cause they have different shifts for you can feed the homeless. And majority of my organization did lunchtime together, and we got pictures and stuff like that. And kind of we post on Instagram to show that we care about the community. So I recommended that to my group, and then that's how we started getting out with it.
So a little overview and mission of the Kearney Center. The center that we actually had a go for that we've been working with over the semester it's a 24-hour comprehensive emergency service center that serves as a point of the entry into assistance by coordinated service and responding to immediate needs of individuals until appropriate permanent housing can be arranged. They opened in April 2015 as a one-stop shop for individuals experiencing homelessness and economic hardship in the North Florida region. The center provides overnight shelter and daytime service that connect clients with social service providers, case management, and house-focused programs. The most basic needs, such as warm showers, hot meals, and clean clothes, are provided alongside information and referrals to various of social service agencies in our community. The center provides space for state, federal, local government agency, and nonprofit faith-based organizations to co-locate and provide a wraparound service to clients. It is our policy to help any individuals regardless of race, age, gender, sexual orientation, religion orientation, or income level. By having an open door approach, any individuals who seek service at our agency is assessed and connected to the resources. So our main focus over the semester was the food part, feeding the homeless. Not only feeding them, because there's other different areas while feeding them that we didn't know about that we also partake in, such as just spending time with them, talking with them, providing resources that they need,
assisting them. A lot of them have a lot of physical disabled so let me start it again.
So food wise was our main focus when we started, but once we started getting in depth with it, we seen that there was other areas that we could help in along in that area.
So I'm basically just going to talk about the role of the center and what we did volunteering. So you get there and they give you an apron and a hairnet, and then you go and basically we're there a half hour before the meal starts to prepare the plates, and we fill up all of the tables in the back of the kitchen with all the plates. And then once the meal starts, one of us will hand the plates to the people and say good morning or good afternoon or whatever. And then as we're going, we would be scooping the plates. And at the end, all we have to do is basically clean up. And yeah, that's our role there, volunteering.
I'm going to talk about the impact that it had on me. Once I first started, I didn't think too much of it. I'm like, I'm just going to volunteer at a homeless shelter. It couldn't be too bad. But the first time I went, it had such a huge impact on me. It humbled me, because it's many of us out here have food. We have the resources. We have the opportunity to eat however many times we want to. And it's people in here that actually are like wanting to eat, need to eat. Like the people are coming around for seconds. They like, can I please have more? Can I please have more? And I'm like, dang, we be out here ungrateful. Like we have it. And it's people out here like in here that actually don't have it, and we take it for granted. So it was like a humble experience for me, because it was like, dang, now I look at it as when I have food, people out here they'll be grateful for the food that I have, but I'll be like, I'll be picky about what I eat. So it was a humble experience for me. I really appreciate the experience because I look at it different. Like that could be anybody. That could have been one of us. That could have been one of our family members. But I'm grateful.
Talk about how easy the whole process is in general if anyone else wants to do what we did. We basically went to their website. They have an application that you fill out just to be a volunteer there. You put like your name and number down, your email, when you're available to volunteer. It's a really simple process, and then you can either sign up or they genuinely don't care if you just walk in, because they are really accepting of people that want to help and want to volunteer, and they don't want to put that hindrance on having to sign up. It is really simple too, though. You just go to their website and, put down your name. You should have done the application already. Or if you just come in, you just go to the front desk and say, hey, I'm here to help serve a meal. I'm here to help do laundry. And they are all 100% for having more people that help their cause and want to be a part of something bigger.
When you like walk into the center, you can kind of see like the atmosphere is kind of like, well, it depends on the day, but like the atmosphere is kind of like welcoming, especially with the staff. The staff is super nice and stuff like that. One thing I noticed is that they would kind of employ their the homeless people at the shelter, like for them, so they can have income, so they can like go out and buy different things that they want for the family that they come with, or anything like that, or like maybe their children. Like they would give them a job. Like you could also, like they could also help out with the lunchtime and the breakfast, or they would be able to do laundry, would be like kind of like manage different things on the project. So I found it really cool, like how they kind of like want to give back to the people that come to the homeless shelter. So I thought that was pretty interesting thing that they did too as well.
Going off of what he said, I think it's really also important to like the cause, because it's one thing just to feed the homeless, but to like give them jobs is like to help stop like the homelessness issue in general, which is like super important and something that I absolutely loved about the organization we helped. So next we're going to talk about some of the challenges we face in a group. Something I wasn't expecting working within a group is that when we got to the center, we would actually have to work like within a group, within our own group, and that was a little frustrating. I know I had a couple times where, like, as I said earlier, you bring some plates to the back, and like one girl just kept like moving my plate, and like there was nothing wrong with where I was putting it, but it was just super frustrating, and I had to learn to like cope and like work with other people that I wasn't really expecting to. But overall, everyone was amazing, so that was one of the issues that I faced.
Time management was a huge problem for us as a group within the four of us. On the site, there are 3 different times to feed the homeless. It's breakfast, which is from 7 to 8, lunch, which is from 11 to 12, and dinner 5:30 to 6:30. Of course, all of us was never able to go all together because our schedule conflict. Like Abby and Allison will be available in the afternoon. I'll be at work, so I'm available in the morning. Or Webb is available in the afternoon because he has to work or he have other activities. It was challenging. We didn't like see eye to eye at first. We were just like, how are we going to get this done? Are we ever going to get this done? It was like a big challenge, but we also had to make sacrifices. It's like, okay, y'all, we still have to go. Even with the professor, he was like, well, one of y'all can go and do y'all hours, but you could only get up to a maximum amount of hours. So we did that. We took it upon ourselves to do that. But we also like, okay, y'all, we can at least go a couple times together. Like we just have to make some sacrifices to do what we need to do, because at the end of the day, it's still a group project.
going off of just having problems with time management, we had a lot of problems with communication. In the group chat specifically, we would be texting late at night maybe, and if someone asked a question that no one really had an answer for, the conversation would just die and it would just end like that, and we'd never really get anything actually answered, actually communicated effectively. Same goes with like going in the morning. Some of us would be available in the morning and plan to go either to the shelter or to class early to work on another assignment, and it just wasn't communicated that all of us were going. So then maybe some people wouldn't show up, maybe some people would that didn't quite say that in the group chat, and so it was definitely a struggle for us to be able to talk to each other and actually get plans committed to. And so that was just something that we struggled with as well.
One of our challenges was like transportation, because only Amaya and Addison has a reliable transportation to the center. So it was kind of difficult for us to like plan a time for us to like, oh, I can go pick this individual up at this certain time, and that kind of goes into communication as well. That could have been better, like moving forward. Like me personally, I don't have a car, so like only options were like either Ubering or like finding a different way to get there. So usually, for me personally, I had to find I would either find a friend or something like that, because I didn't have the resources to Uber like throughout the week to go volunteer at the center. So we kind of like organize like when like this person is available and this person you can kind of like ride with them at the same time. So that was definitely one of our challenges that we could kind of fix moving forward as well. Overall, the experience was a good experience. Like when you feed the homeless, you can kind of see on their face like how they kind of like appreciate you being there for them, because like they don't really have much. So you kind of make that sacrifice to like, yo, like I don't have the resources to help you out, but like at least I can do is I kind of like help you volunteer at the center, help like kind of like feed this organization and stuff like that, because I mean y'all that has to like put their part into the community. So I kind of like that part of the project as well.
To add my little 2 cents, the overall experience was amazing.
Yeah, it made it definitely worth it in the end. Like, we had a lot of struggles, as you could tell, and like, we had a meeting with you, which I think helped resolve a lot of our issues. But yeah, at the end of the day, like, just going in and helping, like she's saying, it's just so fulfilling.
Yeah, it's so amazing seeing the smiles on your face. It's the oh my God, thank you. Where would we be without you? We wouldn't eat without you. How could just the staff alone at the center do it without you? Like, they're so appreciative and grateful when they see others like helping and like willing to help, because it also takes you to be willing. Like, it have to be a passionate thing. Like, you have to come willing. You have to come with respect. You have to come with a smile. Like, they want to see that. Even if it's early in the morning, the afternoon, late at night, you never know what type of day they're having. Not say they're having a bad day because they're in that condition, but they might just want somebody to be there. Like, they might want to see a different face. They probably don't have nobody else. So seeing the smiles on their face, seeing the thank yous, God bless, it really like warm your heart to say like, dang, we actually are doing something that they're appreciative of. Because let's be honest, you might see somebody on the same person on the side of the street, and they might not give you that response. Not saying everybody is, but you do have some of the people that's not as appreciative. But I say the whole center was appreciative. Even the workers, they were like, thank you for volunteering. We couldn't do it without y'all. And as Abby was saying, just not the sign up thing. Like, I literally went there, forgot to sign up, and they still welcome you in with open arms. Like, come on in. We need the volunteers. We appreciate it. So the overall experience was amazing. I think after this project, like this group project, I might continue to still go like every now and then, just to show my appreciation to the community, because it is a good experience.
Yeah, I agree with that. I also have plans to keep coming to the center, and I've even, like, the little amount I've been there, developed relationships with some of the homeless people there, where they like have nicknames for me and like come up to me, and that's just like definitely not something I was expecting, but I'm definitely like pleasantly surprised with that. that was our project, and we're super excited. We had a lot of fun, and we wanted to personally thank you. We appreciate everything you've done for us this semester and your patience and your kindness when working with us in our group, and we really enjoyed your class.
I agree. Professor, you was always willing to respond to all emails. You was going outside of your schedule to meet with us. Like, you didn't never tell us no, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that. Like, you was always making a way for us, even when we didn't uphold our parts of the commitment that we stated in the contract at the beginning of the class. Like, you still was there for us. You didn't never doubt us. You was like, y'all can do it. It's a group project. You're gonna have challenges, which we can connect that to one of the models that's in the book, Challenge the Process. I really believe it was a process. We took risks, and we're here to this point. We're here at the finale of the semester, and I don't know.
Yeah,
It definitely was a learning experience.
one thing I could say I do appreciate is how like, you communicated with us. Like, especially like whenever I needed help on like an individual assignment, you always tell me like, just hit me on the canvas, I'll hit you up like this, and you kind of say true to your word, because anytime I needed to contact you, you always be ready in a few hours. So I do appreciate that, and working with our group course was kind of like rocky in the beginning, because we all had different timetables, we all had different schedules, because we all like, at the end of the day, we all have our own different lives. So I appreciate you like coming out and trying to communicate with us and like trying to get us on the same page, and so that we were able to go efficiently throughout the rest of the semester. So I do appreciate that.